Yeah, college players are now in the radar, and you've been in the UN for 4 years as a player and then as an assistant coach of Coach Paige. And what were the takeaways from her coaching? What were the main lessons you got from her?
Yeah. Um, as a player, and as a person, I think the biggest lesson that she's taught me, and I think this is a big thing for, you know, for coaches to know, because it's like I was so young when I mean, I was 19, I was very mature, but I was still a kid. And if there was one thing that I had to improve coming into college, was definitely my mindset, about how to be a complete tennis player, not just a good tennis player, but a great complete tennis player. So when you're talking about becoming a complete tennis player, you have to be so solid off the court. Um, if you're not a solid person off the court, or somebody that knows who you are, what you want, it's tough. I mean, you find these pro players that are young, and also that they haven't really been to college, and we all have this one thing that we really have to improve as a person. And I'm fascinated by that, because I always think that players, they'll end up at one moment, they're going to crash against this one thing as a person. And once they kind of surpass that, then they can be really free on the court. So she made me realize that, or with a lot of talking and a lot of, my lesson was that I will always be happy and successful wherever I am at whatever I'm doing, just because of who I am and how I do things, which is 100% passionate, everything I do. So she kind of like made me understand that I was going to be okay no matter what. So, in a way, I mean, that's the lesson that kind of stayed with me from her. And so that gave me a lot of like confidence and a lot of ground, because it was kind of like whatever, like you said, whatever life was going to throw at me, I was going to get and be good. So, um, exactly that. So.